So what we're going to make here is a pineapple upside down cake. It's spiced, it's quite a moist cake with ground almonds, and it's going to be delicious, we know it. So first things first is our pineapple. Here it is. The way of telling a pineapple's ripe, apart from how it smells or if it's a bit squishy, is to try and pull the leaves out of the top. If they come out easily, you know that your pineapple is ready for use. It's going to be nice and tender, juicy. Right, so let's get this beast peeled. I'll get a knife. So, a bigger one actually would be better. This is going to do the job more better. So yeah, whack off the head. It's beautiful. You could put it in your hair. And then basically, the bottom as well. This is quite tough. It's a lovely cake for this time of year as well. The spices are wintry and it sort of takes you off to faraway land. It's a bit Jamaican, so it's good to do. Then basically, to peel the pineapple, just take the skin off and the little eyes that are around the side as well. You don't want those, they're a bit hard. Just all the way around, which is lovely. Pineapple's fun. I think people don't eat enough of it because they're a bit scared of it, unless you buy it in tins where it doesn't taste of itself. And it's sweet and yeah, that was nice. Right. Gorgeous. I'm very lucky in my flat because instead of a bin which I have to empty, I have a chute. In it goes, and it's gone. Fabulous. Right, so with the pineapple, oops, missed a bit there. So what we're going to do is just slice it through. This isn't a very big one. The smaller the pineapple, the more tender it is, because there's this bit, the core, which is the hard bit that usually you can't eat, but you might be able to here. You want them quite thick, the slices, 6 centimetres thick. What we're going to do is poach the slices, if I don't cut my fingers off first, in a syrup, like a spiced stock syrup. So it's going to have cinnamon in it, star anise. It'll be lovely. Right. So then with these slices, just cut them in half. So get that sort of thing. Lovely. Have the oven on preheated 180. It's always the temperature for baking, unless you do something wacky and Heston-like. You can use pineapple in any pudding, apart from jelly. If you try and make a jelly with pineapple, you will find that it doesn't set. There's something in there's a chemical in it that means that you can't set gelatin. And there's an experiment actually that Mess and Blumenthal did, where you put a bit of pineapple under your lip, and after a little while you'll feel it really starts to sting, because basically the enzymes attack the gelatin. I don't know, I'm not a scientist. But there. So this bit's a bit hard. This one's quite nice and juicy, which is how you want it to be. Right, there's your pineapple. So then we want to make this syrup for the pineapple to go into. I'm just going to wash my hands behind you. So, into here we want some water, not much, just a little splash. Depend on the heat, just like a decent heat, because you want to melt the sugar that's going to go in. So just like a splash of water, it's not very precise. And into that we want some sugar. Just caster sugar, I mean use whatever you like, demerara sugar even would be nice with this. So a fair bit. I'm not going to give you a measurement for this because it's a sugar syrup. Usually it's half sugar to water, well equal sugar to water. But we've got more sugar here, it's kind of going to be more like a caramel. The idea being that when you turn out the cake, the caramel comes down a bit like a cream caramel. Should be fabulous. There's always a chance it doesn't work, There we go. There's only me to eat the results. So yeah, a decent amount of sugar and basically just let it melt down in the water. What I would normally put in with the other spices is vanilla pod split, but I don't have one. But I do have some vanilla sugar. It's very handy. These sachets, the French think of everything. So we're going to whack one of those into some more brown sugar, but it'll be lovely. So away you go. So yeah, let that melt down. Yeah, lovely. Into that we're going to put, if I can open the jar, cinnamon stick. That's lovely. Okay. It's Christmas already. I know that Christmas is gone, but we all miss it. Don't pretend that you don't. And some star anise. If you haven't tried it already, then do. It's lovely. It's very aniseedy. It's quite good. It's Chinesey, so you can put it with pork or belly pork or something like that, and it'll just give it a really Chinesey sort of almost licoricey flavour, but not too strong. But don't put too much in, just like a star. But isn't it pretty? In it goes. A little bit more of that. It's a nice flavour. So yeah, you've got vanilla, cinnamon and star anise. That's about right. Don't put too much in. Don't go crazy and put anything wacky in it like mint or anything like that, because keep it simple. Right, so just let that melt down. The sugar, once it's dissolved and once a bit of heat's applied, will make it go thicker and more syrupy, which is what we want. And then we're going to put the pineapple in. But the pineapple's got its own juice as well, so it's just going to make a lovely. So that's that.